Hi, this is Aaron with Zollotech. Today I have another new mouse from Microsoft. This is available for pre-order. It's the wireless mobile mouse 4000. It comes in a teal blue. They have multiple colors, but this is the color Microsoft sent me. Right now it's currently available for pre-order. It's about $40, and it features the bluetrack technology that I've shown you before with the other mice. And the one thing that they said specifically about this is they intend this for netbooks, in their press release anyway. This has got the Nano Transceiver with it, as one of the mice I showed you before, and like I said, it's about a $40 mouse and comes in a bunch of different colors. So the one thing I noticed that's different is this says Windows 7, compatible with Windows 7. Not that the others aren't, but they've switched to the new logo. So I don't know the exact date when this will release, but like I said, it is available for pre-order now on Amazon.com. I just checked it. It's $39.99, I believe. So let's take a look at this. Now, the bluetrack technology definitely lives up to its name. Let me see if I can pull these tabs off here. It does work with your Mac or Windows PC as well. And the bluetrack technology, like I said, it lives up to its name because it really does work on every surface. Now, as far as accuracy, I'm not going to say it's as accurate as, you know, some of the really fine mice, but as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any mouse I find more accurate, but I'm not going to say there isn't something like that more, you know, out there. Now, I'm having a bit of a problem opening this box, but let me pull this apart here, and there we go. So here's the mouse itself. Very lightweight, I can tell you already. Here's the Nano Transceiver. See if we can, oh, it's kind of a little, there we go. So you can see it's pretty small. Now, there have been some companies like Logitech that have done the Nano Transceivers for quite some time, and I really appreciate that. Especially, you know, now they're so small you can pretty much leave them in. The only difference would be if you had a Bluetooth mouse, and then you don't need that. But they kind of use their proprietary technology, I believe, that they use on the Xbox, and that makes for convenience as far as interference. You don't get as much. So let's see what's in the box here. Open this up. So as you can see right here, we have a battery. So they give you an Energizer battery, it looks like. Let's see if we can get this out of here. And there we go. So we'll set that aside for now. So here we have an Energizer battery. We have like a little booklet here. It says start here. A couple different languages. And looks like we have the typical, oh, this is a newer version. I haven't seen this, IntelliPoint 7.0. So I will load that up and check that out and see if there's any differences. I would imagine it just supports their newer mice. And maybe that's out. But this is just the instructions on use, product guide, power cords, power supply, headset devices. It kind of covers everything in a small little book. So let's set that aside and take a look at the mouse itself. So here's the mouse. As you can see, it looks like it only has one battery. There's the bluetrack optical sensor. And like I mentioned before, what it does is it uses a blue wave of light that's a little bit more sensitive in picking up frequency wavelengths, and what that does is help pick up on different surfaces. It has a better reflection back, basically, is the easiest way to understand that. So that's the battery itself, and I like that you know, these little desktop or laptop mice, or netbook mice in this case, are very light because they're only using one battery. And it looks like we have an on-off switch here. As you can see, it's pretty small. Turn that on, and you can see the blue light comes on. Now, it's an LED, so it won't hurt your eyes. And I can see the LED right in there. I don't know if you can see that. And basically, you just have an optical sensor that picks that up. You have an indicator on the top. You can see the green indicator just went off, but it lets you know it's charged. And here's the Nano Transceiver, and it fits right in here, just like the last mouse we reviewed. Fits right in there, and that's definitely convenient. Now, there are some people that prefer Logitech, and like I said, you know, feel free to comment, let me know your thoughts. But if you like Logitech, no problem. I just have had good luck with Microsoft. I've owned Logitech, and for some reason I just prefer the Microsoft mice as far as the way they feel. You may prefer Logitech or Targus or Kensington or whatever. That's why they make a million different mice. Pick your preference. But as far as the technology goes, the bluetrack, in my opinion, seems to be the best. I never lose tracking on any surface. It could be this surface, anything but glass, which isn't reflective. Carpet even works fine with the bluetrack. So I do have the other mice here for comparison. They're different bluetrack line of mobile mice. And see, this is, forget the actual model. This is the Mobile Mouse 6000, and here we have the 4000. So, as far as comparison, you can see one has a gloss finish, one has a matte finish. And these come in different colors, pink, red, I believe. I think black, white. And I don't remember which other colors, but you can check those out on Microsoft's website as well. And so this is all that comes with it. You've got your software, the mouse, and the mouse wheel. This mouse wheel feels about the same, although there's the click. It goes side to side. You have a back button, and that's it. So on this one you have back or forward or whatever you want to assign it to. This one you have one back button, and that's usually all you really need, especially if you're on a netbook, which this was really intended for, from what I understand. As far as in the hand, it actually feels pretty good. It's pretty ergonomic. It has a nice little bump right here that's good for the palm, and it seems to work pretty well. As far as what it feels like right now, it actually feels bigger than it looks, just because of, you can kind of see this bulge here, and that helps. This mouse does have that feel, but this one actually feels a little more suited to your hand. Now, the nice thing about it too is it is ambidextrous. However, you only have the back button on one side, so you could use it if you're left-handed, and it probably wouldn't be a problem. You might be used to, and I apologize for the white balance going in and out and things. So, but you're probably, if you're left-handed, used to things like that. Unfortunately, they didn't put a button on the other side, but it probably doesn't really matter that much, especially if it's on a netbook. Now, to give you another, so basically what we have is the lower line, midline, as far as cost goes, new, and here we have the higher end line, or actually it's last year's model at this point. This is a right-handed only mouse, but the disadvantage to this is this large receiver, or transceiver. And they did this for their first line. You can see the whole thing lights up blue. So you kind of have the more expensive, and this is great if you're right-handed. But I actually like the mouse wheel on this a little bit better. It's less slippery, it's got a rubbery grip, and I definitely check that out, especially if you're in the market for a mouse. So this is just the Explorer Mini mouse. Then we have the 6000 and the 4000. As far as mice go, this feels built just as well as the more expensive Explorer Mini mouse. So let me take these out away, and this is actually really nice. This has a nice rubbery feel to it, very grippy. The buttons, they're quiet. This is your typical button, but overall, I mean, you know, it's a mouse, but it's really nice. It feels really solid for such a tiny mouse. I actually prefer it. As far as I like the matte finish because it doesn't show all the fingerprints, and this will show like some light scratches a little easier. But I think I almost prefer this. Now, obviously, if this isn't your color, get in another color. There's plenty of different colors to choose from and that sort of thing. But check it out. It's the Microsoft wireless mouse, or mobile mouse 4000. This is Aaron with Zollotech. We'll see you next time.